like Kia? Because we have plenty of them here at Here Kia. I'm proud to be in Brentford. I am of course here ahead of today's game at Brentford in the Premier League. But before we crack on with today's game, we do have some to catch up on. So without further ado, let's head on into Football Manager. Okay, so our first catch-up game saw us versus top of the relegation zone, Burnley, and we were arguably the better side. Unfortunately, though, they managed to get us down to 10 men. If you just look over to the left-hand side and look at the 70th minute, Diego Farias, who was our replacement for Welbeck and one of our triple substitute that we usually do on the 62nd minute. Admittedly, it's partly my fault. I should only do 2 of them. I always do 3, get a little bit greedy on maintaining fitness throughout the team. Did that, they injured him, set us down to 10 men, got themselves a penalty. Admittedly, Karius managed to save it. Unfortunately, though, he pushed it straight back out to the same guy, and as you can see, he then converted it on the rebound. So, a penalty apiece in this one. I can't quite remember who gave away the penalty for us. I know Welbeck managed to win the one that Trossard put away, but I can't remember who gave up the penalty on our end. But that was an unlucky draw. Hopefully we can pick up a victory against Burnley next time around, but how do we get on in that second? Right, so similar to the last game, our wingers struggled in this one against Southampton. And, well, you could argue Southampton should have probably won, considering they had 7 shots to our 3. But a lot of that came on the back of the Welbeck injury. As you can see, 2 games in a row, teams have decided to take out our left-hand-sided attacking mid. Higuain got a nice early goal on the 3rd minute. That was a beautiful finish, by the way. Maybe, we'll just jump into that one right now. And then McAllister went and got one on the 83rd. Unfortunately, though, before that, they got an equaliser thanks to a handball from Michael Bradley. Then got themselves a second one on the 78th for McAllister to have to get us that late equaliser. And so, with a double injury to our attacking midfield left, well, it is time to see how long both of those players are out. So first of all is Diego Farias. He, of course, picked up a pulled calf muscle against Burnley, and that's going to keep him out for 3 to 4 weeks. Now he's been sent to the physio. But Welbeck, his is a major injury. He's got a hip injury. He did that in the Southampton game. Specialist is where he has gone. Hopefully he can recover from that and not re-aggravate it in future. He's out for 2 to 3 months though. Welbeck out for a good bit of time. Farias will be hoping he can return a little bit earlier, come in, play a few weeks before Welbeck's return. But the real question is, who is going to be playing there here today? Well, on that left-hand side, we are going for not-so-old faithful Trossard. He's going to be on that left-hand side. Lallana is going to shift onto that right-hand side. We've seen these two play together before. Hasn't really worked out thus far this season. Hopefully, though, they can do it here today against Brentford. Sarr is going to be playing out right-back as Veltman slips into central defence, because joining them out, there is also Dunk, who got suspended due to a yellow card in that last match. We still have Sanchez injured, of course. Farias is injured. Welbeck's injured. Lamperty, on his way back, should probably be back for the next game or the game after, or at least the next episode he should be back for. But right now, it is, of course, time. No, in fact, he might not be back for the next episode, because the next episode is the very next game. That has just dawned on me. But our team for today, of course, Karius in goal, the back line of Kusarella, Webster, Veltman, Sarr. Central midfield is Bradley and Bissouma. On the left is Trossard. Right is Lallana. In between is Stantiao and Higuain. Up front, bench consisting of Steele, Duffy, Byrne, Fabregas, Modder, Locadia, Marsh, McAllister and Mopai. But enough rambling from me. Let's go crack on with this one. And the team sheet is out, and it looks like Brentford is going for a quadruple change in this one. They have Piet Harris coming in, Forst, and Onyeka and Gallardo, with Canos going out, Henry going out, Jenkinson and Norgard all missing as well. But let's crack on with this one. Let's get on with it. Enough rambling from me. You have enough of that through these episodes. I want to be impressed today. Go out and put on a show. Can we do it with punch fists? Yes, we can. Come on. That's not encouraged anyone. Absolutely no one. Terrible attempt at motivation, apparently. So let's crack on with this one. Let's just be motivational on the pitch, shall we? Let's hope we can get it done. And it's raining again. I can't remember the last time we played without some rain. Liverpool it rained. It rained in this one. It rained in the game before, I believe, at Watford. It just doesn't stop raining in these episodes. Can we please just have a dry day? I know we're in England. I know we get quite a bit of rain. Feel like we get a bit more rain in these episodes, though. Gallardo throws it in. York, I don't feel like we get this much rain, for example. Gallardo, though, coming down the left-hand side, who knows? Maybe it rains more in the south. Any of you in the south? You might know it rains more than it does up here, but apparently, according to this game, it seems to rain a heck of a lot more for my Brighton games. That is for sure. A ball in. Maybe it's reflective of how we're playing. You know, we are doing quite well with York. We're having a sunny spell. We've gone up a couple of leagues. In this one, not so sunny. We're in the same league. We are struggling. We're pretty much where we're expected to be, if not maybe a bit lower. Nice through ball, though. Higuain. Not a good effort. Not a good finish. The pass was nice. Unfortunately, the finish was not. Manchester City, though, 1-0 up against Crystal Palace. Ages going to throw it in here, though. Pierre Harris plays it back to Ages. Of course, Pierre Harris is one of their changes here today. Janelt is going to play it over to Gallardo. Another change to their lineup. Played inside. Ooh, from range. Nice save from Karius, though. And Brentford have themselves a corner. Can they deliver from it, though? With the ambulance chilling in the corner. Not quite sure how it got over there. I can't see the gate in which it got through. Maybe it drove along front of the stand? Might be a bit awkward to get down there, especially the side where the benches are. Then again, could have gone down the side where the goal is. Who knows? I'll have a little look out for that gate on the corner of the pitch. Anyways, Brentford coming down the right-hand side are going to play it inside. Can we win the possession back? It's with Onyeka. Oh, that was a terrible attempt at a tackle. Thank you, Veltman. Thank you. Heart-in-mouth moment there, thankfully. Avoided conceding. West Ham 1-0 up against Tottenham, by the way. Manchester City's gone 2-0 up in their game as well. And I believe that was Leicester, who's also taken a 1-0 lead in their match away from home. But right now, we are just trying to hold on to this 0-0. We need to get some possession and start going up the other end of the pitch. Because right now, Brentford's putting quite a bit of pressure on us. It's over on this right-hand side, though. Whipped in, forced. I was going to say, please tell me you're not going to blow for a penalty there. We've had way too many penalties recently. Back-to-back games, of course, where we've conceded penalties. Tony, though, thankfully, can't get it past Karius. And is anyone standing out in this one? Lallana on a 6-4 and Trossard on 6-4. Both of the wingers are struggling. Kind of expected. We've seen it before. Janelt is going to come down this right-hand side, or I should say left for Brentford, depending on your perspective, of course. Pinnock plays it over to Nectar. Nectar is going to pull it back to Pinnock. Pinnock is okay. That's the end of the highlights. Trossard. I might move Trossard back over to the right-hand side, take Lallana off and put someone over on that left, or perhaps we'll keep Lallana on. He's not struggling as bad as Trossard. But we'll figure it out. So, Karius up to Webber. It's now with Basuma. Basuma back to Veltman. Veltman back to Webster. It's now to Veltman. Nice triangles at the back, but we need to be building forward, not just keeping it between our defence and goalkeeper. As Karius hoofs it straight up to Pinnock now. Pinnock, ball down the wing. It's inside though to Perrot Harris. Perrot Harris over to Tony. Tony, nice through ball. Oh, thankfully. The effort goes wide. We can't be letting them penetrate our defence like that. Cannot be. We've had one shot all half. I'm going to pause it a second. Last 10 minutes, we are going to demand more from these. Come on, lads. A little bit more. Arsenal 1-0 up against Watford, by the way. Leicester isn't winning. Sorry, it was Everton who went 1-0 up. They went 1-0 up against Norwich. Leicester is still 0-0 against Manchester United. And Southampton is 0-0 against Watford, although Watford does have an injury. Late kickoffs, of course. Burnley versus Leeds and Newcastle versus Aston Villa. Newcastle, of course, our next opponent. And in that next episode, by the way, we are going to do the draw for the next rule we're going to apply at the transfer window. It's not going to apply in the next episode because the next episode is a game prior to the window, and the game after that, I believe, is prior to the window as well. But the episode after next is definitely going to be after the window has started. So we're going to apply it for that one. Not going to spoil who that's against quite yet, but it's going to be interesting. We're going to do the draw, figure out what our rule's going to be for the back end of the season. And things might get spicy in the next one. Might get rather spicy indeed. Manchester City, by the way, 4-0 up against Crystal Palace. They are having a fun time. We, not so much. 2 shots in total, 0 on target. Let's berate the lads. Can't be having this. The fans turn up through thick and thin. It's absolutely chucking it down. We're away from home, lads. What are you doing? Right, point the finger. We've not... Yeah, that's been disappointing to watch. Very disappointing. Everyone understands that. I'm not even going to take anyone off. I should probably take Trossard off with his 6-1. I'm not going to take him off. Everyone's taken the fact that we've been absolutely useless in that first half to heart. Hopefully, they can now show that they took it to heart. Turn their games around. Trossard, you're supposed to be one of our better players, so show it. Don't make me take you off at half-time. Everton 2-0 up in their game, by the way. It's now back with Brentford, though. Tony's going to turn around. He gets over to Janelt. Janelt going to collect the ball. Ball over the top to Per Tarris. Per Tarris is going to collect it. Lovely block by Webster, thankfully, and cleared away down that left-hand side. So, Karius builds from the back. Short development. It's up to Bissouma. Bissouma plays it over to Stanciao. Stanciao now over to Higuain. Higuain run over to this right-hand side. Pulls it back for Bissouma. Bissouma is going to play it up to Higuain. Higuain's been a nice little run down this right-hand side, but unfortunately, he's our lone striker. We don't want him out here on the wing. Inside to Lallana, though. He gets it back to Higuain. Risky. Could have been offside there. Bissouma, though, back over to Sarr. Ball through to Higuain. Lovely pass. Unfortunately, though, Lallana's header was rather dismal. It was soft, floated at the goalkeeper, and didn't really look like being a goal at all. So, again, still looking for a goal. Finally had an effort on target. Still, playing bad. Trossard is going to play it inside to Cusarella. Cusarella, can he build anything? Gets it inside to Bissouma. Bissouma's going to turn, plays it back to Bradley. Bradley back to Webster on the halfway line. We're going the wrong way, lads. We're supposed to be going to the right, not to the left right now. Bradley, though, ball over the top, finds Trossard. Trossard's got space, and he's... Oh! He chipped the goalkeeper, unfortunately, though. He chipped the goal as well. Unlucky, Trossard. Unlucky, my friend. Right, we are up to substitution time. Trossard struggling. I think he's definitely going to go off. Yes, a 6. He's tired. He's playing bad. We've got Stanciao on a yellow card. He's tired. Not having the greatest of games as well. So both of those are going to go off. It's a bit worrying with both of these on yellow cards. That is worrying me. So, first of all, McAllister can go here. What are we going to do on this? You know what? We'll move you there, because if you do get sent off, it's less risky. You're being over on our attacking mid-left. We'll bring on Byrne. And then... how is Webster doing? 6-6. Deserves his yellow card. So he doesn't look like he's possibly going to get a second, but he might. He might. That's a risk. A very big risk. Do we take Webster off? Bring on Duffy? I think we do. It's a risky move. It's a risky move indeed, considering he's our starting centre-back. But we'll bring on Duffy. Hopefully Duffy does the job. And the only player we really have to worry about is our attacking mid-left then being sent off. We don't have to worry about any of our defence being sent off and having to drop players back to fill in the gaps. But Duffy right now, going to try and build from the back. The new substitute gets it over to Cusarella. Cusarella's got an overlap in Byrne. Instead goes back to Bradley, who does in fact find Byrne. He's got the ball through to Cusarella. Now Cusarella, can he do anything on this left-hand side? Maybe pull it back. You've got Byrne behind you if you wish to use your support. He does. Byrne's got Bradley behind. Instead he goes inside to Lallana. Unfortunately, Lallana's header, again, not too good. So we're going to demand a little bit more. And in fact, you know what? You know what? Let's go attacking. Brentford's 15th. This is a game we should really be looking for all 3 points. So let's do it. Chelsea, by the way, down in 12th and Tottenham in 16th. Still can't get over that. Really can't get over that. If we pick up a victory here today, we can go above Chelsea. And we're already above Tottenham. And yet we are not having the greatest start to the season. I'm interested how long they are going to keep their managers. Because Tottenham should not be in a relegation scrap. nor should Chelsea be a mid-table team right now, but yeah, so Thur is going to come down this right-hand side, plays it inside to McAllister. I don't think either of those teams have really sold anyone either. Not that I've noticed anyways. Lallana coming down this right-hand side is dispossessed. It's now with Pinnock. Where's Pinnock going to go with this one? Please give the ball back to us, maybe? No. It's over to Henry. Henry's going to come down this left-hand side. Can he get anything going? Gets it over to Fernando. Fernando now to Onyeka. It's a ball over the top. Henry's trying to run on to the end of it. Can we get back and stop him whipping in across, though? Come on, Thur. Gotta close him down better than that, Thur. Because you've just allowed Force to get a goal from the back post. All due to Thur not closing his man down. He's got a 7-1. Look at this. Thur runs inside. It's here. Where he gets to about here and then decides to cut back inside instead of following his man over to the ball. Gives him that extra second. That means Forst can then beat Cusarella in the air. What a scrappy bit of defence. Right, lads, I expect more. I expect a lot more. Brentford's gone above us, by the way. That's not good. We've dropped down to 14th place. We're supposed to be avoiding being in a relegation scrap. Right now, we look like we're going to fall into the relegation scrap. So, Stevens is going to hold the ball here on the corner flag. Plays it inside to Foss. Foss is going to play it back to Stevens. It's out to oh, nice block. It's gone out to Fernando, though. Ball over the top to Foss. Can we win it back? Someone please intercept this ball. We're letting them pass it around way too much. Thankfully, Thur nods it out. That does not make up for the earlier mistake, though. Not closing his man down. Henry Doe. Again, Thur, close your man down. You're giving him way too much space. Again, come on, close him down. Get nearer. Nearer. Pinnock into Henry. Gallard, thankfully blocked. Unfortunately, though, it looks like they're getting a throwing. No, Stevens is going to keep it in. He did a great job to do that. Gets it over to Onyeka. Now back to Stevens. Cusarella, can he win possession without getting himself sent off? Ideally. Okay. Ball over to Henry. Straight at the goalkeeper. Carrius, can he build from the back for us? We need Lallana to pick up his game. Cusarella's having a bad one on a 6-3 as well. It's not looking good here today. 4 additional minutes to try and pull back an equaliser. Bissouma, ball down this right-hand side. Again, terrible pass. Pinnock's going to intercept this one. Higuain's chasing this down as it's passed all the way back to the goalkeeper. Jansen back to the goalkeeper once more. Hoofed up 3, 2, 1. The whistle should be going. Ladies and gents, it's all over. I didn't want us to get a draw. But towards the end of that, I would have settled for one. Sadly, though, a 1-0 loss in the end, thanks to that 80th minute goal from Force. As you can see, Higuain, 6-4 needs to do better. Lallana needs to do better. Stanciao, Trossard, Webster. You know what? McAllister might start. Stanciao has been having a rough time. A really rough time. Bissouma's on a 6-6. He seems to be having a rough time as well. I might start picking out some of these players and getting them off the pitch. But we head to St James's Park in the next one. Like I said, we've also got the draw for what our next rule for this save is going to be. I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely night and goodbye.